Hey guys, so I might as well review on a Goofy movie. Released in 1995, directed by Kevin Lima. I remember watching this movie as a kid, and even today I still got this on DVD. So after watching this movie again, to me, it still holds up today, because hey, it's a Goofy movie. Anyway, let's get to the plot. This is a Goofy movie. The movie begins with Max, played by Jason Marsden. He's having a dream about his girlfriend, Roxanne, played by Kelly Martin, but it turns out he's having a nightmare by turning to be like his dad. Max wakes up, and then we see his dad, Goofy, played by Bill Farmer.
What's the big rush?
I'm running late.
While Max is on his way to school, but during this musical number.
After today, she'll be mine.
At school, we see his friend PJ, played by Rob Parson, but we also see this character, Bobby, played by Parley Shore. They basically planning on stealing the assembly so Max can impersonate his favorite singer, Powerline. They get into trouble by their principal, which, by the way, remember Ariel from Disney's The Little Mermaid? Yeah, that's her cameo.
Look, it's Ariel.
While they're in detention,
Roxanne
and Max are both flirting. He does ask her to go on a date, and she said yes. While Goofy's at work, but we also see his co-worker, Pete, played by Jim Cummings. But then Goofy gets a phone call from the principal's office.
I'm calling in regard to your son, Maximilian. He's in trouble.
Then Goofy decided to spend time with his son. After Max becomes popular at school because of the Powerline thing, then he comes home from school where Goofy is waiting for him, and he tells him that they're going God knows how many miles just to go fishing.
We're going fishing?
But because Max has a date with Roxanne, so he goes to her house and there was a change of plan, but then he tells a little lie.
My dad's taking me to the Powerline concert in LA.
This is incredible.
While Goofy and Max are on the road, but then we get another song.
On the open road.
They stop by at Lester's Parson Park, where Max gets so embarrassed by his dad, but they didn't stay for long. Then we get to a scene with them camping by the lake, where we do see Pete and PJ again. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the only two characters that are missing is Peck and Pistol. They do appear in the TV series, but they don't even appear in this movie. Don't know why. Well, anyway, we get to a scene where Goofy and Max are both fishing, but then they come across Bigfoot. While Goofy and Max are waiting in the car while Bigfoot goes away, Max feels guilty about lying to Roxanne about going to the concert. He was gonna write a letter, but he decided not to. The next morning at the diner, Goofy decided to give Max the map, and they traveled to any places. And then they stayed at the motel. Well, kinda under the sea.
Look, it's Ariel.
While Max and PJ having pizza,
Pizza.
Pete overhears them because apparently Max changed the directions on the map, so it looks like Goofy and Max are heading to LA where the concert is. So Pete tells Goofy about it, but Goofy doesn't believe it until he looks at the map. So the next day, while Goofy is not in the mood, but then we get to a funny scene where they're chasing their car down the hill. But then we get to this song, which is basically a father and son thing.
Nobody else but you.
After they manage to get away from the waterfall, but then we get to the whole scene at the Powerline concert. And then we get to the ending where Max goes to see Roxanne, and as for Goofy, well, Goofy just being Goofy. So that was a Goofy movie, and what can I say, such a great film. So for those of you who love Goofy and the TV series, then this movie I definitely recommend check it out. So there you go, that's my review on a Goofy movie. Thanks for watching and bye bye.